Today we're taking a simple classic and giving it a fiery twist. This is my tomato burrata salad with a rich, spicy Nduja dressing. It's fresh, bold, and takes no time at all. It's perfect as a starter, a side, or as a centrepiece. I hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. What a lovely evening we're having here. It's 21 degrees, it's about 5:30 in the evening, and we're having steaks this evening, sirloin steaks on the barbecue. And I wanted to show you this great little side that goes with steaks perfectly, and it is the tomato and burrata salad. The special bit on this is the Nduja dressing. So let's crack on and get stuck in. We're going to start by making our Nduja dressing, and for that you're just going to need some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to put quite a few glugs in there. I'd say, depending on how many people you're feeding, I'm definitely going in there with about 3 to 4 tablespoons. And then you're going to need your Nduja. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. That's the way I've always said it anyway. And I got this from Tesco's. You can get this from most major supermarkets now. And it is a Calabrian sausage. It's got a nice little bit of a kick to it. And people tend to actually just spread this onto bread or toast, and it's absolutely delicious. But we're obviously going to cook ours up today in the barbecue, but this can be done on your hob. And I'm just going to break pieces off. I'm going to break the whole lot off. So I've just lost the packaging on the floor there. And just place it into that oil. And to that, we're going to add an onion. It's a quarter of an onion, white onion, and I've just finely diced it. And that is now going to go straight into the barbecue. And I'm just going to put it slightly over the direct coals, but not fully. And we'll just let that cook away for a couple of minutes. Okay, so while our dressing is cooking away in the barbecue, we need to cut up some tomatoes. And I'm going to use a mixture here of vine, so larger vine tomatoes, and then I've got some nice mixed colour cherry tomatoes. And you just want to get your sharp knife, just slice them in any fashion you want. There's no right or wrong to this. Just don't use the top bits where your sort of stalk's been going into it. Again, adjust the quantities depending on how many people you're feeding. I'd say that's enough of those. And I'll just bring a plate up here for a second. And what I like to do is just arrange these on your plate nicely so it looks nice and appealing and appetizing, which of course it is. There we go. I think I probably need another one actually. Just do that last one. Slice that up. There we go. And there goes the box again. Let's just arrange that around there and then move that out of the way. And then I've just got some coloured tomatoes here. Again, these are just from Tesco's. I just think it looks really appealing, and I'm just going to scatter those around. Just cut these in half. Don't need to slice them. So I want more of the orange and yellowy ones because I think just give it a lovely Mediterranean colour. That's it. Move those out of the way. Let's bring that back in and just arrange those or dart them around wherever you want, just so that everyone's going to get a nice mouthful of a different flavour. I mean, they actually do taste different, these tomatoes. I love those orange ones. They're a little bit sweeter than your standard red ones. They are absolutely delicious. Okay, so that is that part done. So next we need to add our burrata. Now, I had this many years ago when I was in Puglia, and if you're not familiar with burrata, burrata is basically it's a casing with mozzarella cheese in, and then they also put cream in there as well. So it's a lot creamier and it doesn't slice. It sort of falls apart, as hopefully you'll see. So you sort of tear this. Look at that. It's lovely. It's so milky and creamy. And I like to just dart. Look, it's just like dripping out of there. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And just dart that around your salad. Oh, I'm salivating already. There we go. And just put those last bits just to make sure everyone's going to get a piece. There we go. And that is that. We're going to go and check on our dressing, and then we can finish off our salad. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's looking good. Look how that's melted down, that Nduja. That is amazing. Okay, so now I'm just going to put it a little bit closer to the heat. And to that, we're going to add some red wine vinegar. About a teaspoon, that's your acidity there. And then a good teaspoon of sugar. And just give that a little stir in. And we're going to leave that for another minute now, and we'll be ready to serve up. Let's remove it from the barbecue. These are great, these pans. This is a Weber pan with the removable handle. They're brilliant. Love it. Okay, so what we're going to do, just let that stop sizzling. Now, I love the hot with the cold, but I don't really want to melt that cheese too much. So I'm just going to let it sit there for a second or so before we dress the salad. Okay, so that's cooled slightly. Just get your spoon or whatever and just dress your salad with this dressing. Wow. Love the colours. The colours are absolutely amazing. Put as much or as little of this over as you want. This will keep, so if you make too much, you can refrigerate it and it'll be fine for a few days. And then I'm just going to finish it off with a nice few little basil leaves dotted here and there. Looks pretty as a picture. That's it. A couple there. And there we have it. My tomato burrata salad with a Nduja dressing. Let's give it a try. Get my knife and fork, and of course, my glass of wine. Just cut into a bit of that burrata, which is my favourite bit. Well, to be fair, it's all my favourite bit. Want a bit of that dressing there. Take one of these lovely little yellow tomatoes. I don't know how the Italians say it. Is it bellissimo? Absolutely delightful. That combination of the hot dressing and the cold salad just goes together. It's a match made in heaven. It really, really is. You've got a slight bit of spiciness from that Nduja, the creaminess of the burrata, and lovely fresh on the vine tomatoes. Guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and watching through to the very end. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please do consider subscribing. Please do also like, share and comment. If you try this, please do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you've got something you'd like me to cook, please do also let me know and I will try my best to recreate it for you. I'll put all of the details of today's tomato burrata salad with Nduja salad dressing down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time. Oh, I almost forgot. Cheers. I've got to have a sip of wine with it. Until next time, it's cooking good.